Hey, it's me. Ha! What's crackalackin'? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so go ahead, like the stream. If you don't know what we're doing here, I'll explain it in a sec. But the link's already live for you guys. You guys that have already invested. I want y'all to get first come, first serve. Also, I was running a little bit late today. I've had a lot to do. Really, really busy. But Walk the Mock's basically a live time draft simulator where you will select a team and you will be drafting against other people. Only one round tonight. One round. I'm a busy man, unfortunately. So I can only could do one round because I got more recording I got to do after this. But yeah, it's real life drafts, real time draft simulator where you're drafting against other people with whatever team you happen to be with. It does require a membership there over at Walk the Mock, but when you use promo code Broshmo50, they will hook you up. I think you get 50% off. I think that's why it's Broshmo50. If you're looking for my rankings, unfortunately, these are not my current rankings, as I kind of like just started getting all those together. But if you want to use this top 50 to help yourself draft, not that I think you'll need it for a first rounder. A lot of you guys are well informed and well informed. A lot of you guys are y'all smart. No, I'm gonna draft for the Bengals. Forget that. But hopefully y'all are having a great night. Tomorrow morning we should get you should get the beginning of my prospect rankings. I'll have a mock the mock, which I literally finished recording. Have yet to get to edit, but I finished recording and had to immediately start up this stream. I spreading myself quite thin, but yeah, we're gonna start the prospect rankings this week with that. Walk the Mock's always a great night. But remember, if you got any comments, questions, or whatnot, please at Broshmo in the chat. It highlights my name for me. That way I can look at it, see it, and address it. You can always super chat. It's a good way to support the channel. But don't feel like you have to. You could always just at Broshmo and it'll highlight my name. I'm going to eat a little bit because my wife made me dinner. I haven't had the chance to take a bite, so I'm going to do that. All right. Oh, do we got both Dustins in the chat tonight? I see Dustin Mullins. Where's the other Dustin? I thought I saw the other one. Maybe I did. Oh, there he is. What up, Dusty? Oh, man. There we go. That is good pasta. Oh, what'd she make me? Casa, just pasta and meat sauce, but it's really good. Really is. Actually, it is really, really good. I'm gonna have to get seconds later. The Godfather is asking, who do the Cowboys pick? My guess is they're gonna go with a player. I haven't had Burger King in forever. Yeah, there's a discount code. It's Broshmo50. Broshmo50. That's why I always say go look in the description of the live stream. That'll help you out. What's the Will Levis hype? I don't get it. Big arm, throws with a lot of zip, operates an NFL offense, has the last 2 years. Nice sturdy build plus mobility. Just a little bit of it. Is there any chance the team moves Paris Johnson back to guard? I wouldn't. It's a waste. He looked much better at tackle. I think you only move Paris Johnson to guard if you're just chilling there with if you already have two tackles, you feel good about it on the team, but one's about to be a free agent, then bring in Paris Johnson. You could have him play guard, and it is what it is. Cody, yes, I believe that is a okay. Jeez, this is tasty. Oh, Parker, dude, it's a okay. I mean, we got 3 minutes. I could probably give y'all a rundown of what's going on. Hey, Ryder, you got one? Good. So, if you did not know, uh, I've kind of had a hiccup in life this week. Uh, and you could be like, how can you smile and like talk about like tragedy? It's like that's how I deal with tragedy. You know, I smile, I make jokes. That is what it is. So my grandmother not passed away yet. She's on the way out. My dad didn't find out this until last week, and immediately flew down to New Orleans where she lives. He lives in Vegas. Uh, I got the news this weekend, and I was like, and like death happens. Listen, when you live, she's old. When you live that long, uh, and especially if you lived a good life as a good person, you know, at least from in my experience, you want people to be celebrating your life rather than mourn your death. And it's more so like I've been trying just to make like figure out how I can get out there because my wife, she just came off of maternity leave as of Monday. So she's back at work. We have the two kids. So I was like, how can I figure out how to fly out there on short, just such short notice? And it's just been a freaking mess because I want to be out there and be there for my dad. So it kind of sucks. It's kind of like really like, it just sucks not to be able to like drop everything and be able to go and do that. On top of like, dude, I know booking flights last minute is kind of rough, but like, flights are freaking stupid expensive, dude. Like, I was looking at some of my layovers and I was like, okay, 13 plus hour layover or 13 plus hour in terms of how long it'll take me to get back home. And I'm like, I, what? This is ridiculous. It's like, I'm trying to, okay, if I fly out Friday afternoon, why am I getting back Saturday morning? Like it just really screws up like scheduling with everything. I'm just trying to figure it out because I really want to go down there and I'm hoping to figure that out tonight. But thank y'all for the support. I do appreciate it. I still want to push out content for you as long as I have the time available to me. Because I mean, on top of this also is a job for me. So I can't just abandon my job at that. So I do appreciate the kind words from everybody. So just want to let y'all know that, give y'all a little heads up what's kind of going on in my work. Because it was like, how do you put that in a tweet? Like, how do you put that? Like, I don't know how to write that in a community trap. Like, life hits. Somebody, it's like about to have a loss in the family, but it's technically not a loss. I don't know. It was kind of weird. Marcus, if you want to find out, you could rewind like 3 minutes. I don't want to just go through it again. Here, I think I want to move this over. Is that what I want to do? I don't want to move it up. There we go. Who's picking for the Falcons? It is either Ben or Ben. Something like that. Coming to SummerSlam in Detroit this year? Probably not. Levis or Richardson. Depends on the team's situation. I feel like Levis and Richardson are like back to back on my rankings. It really depends on the situation of the team and what are they looking for and exactly how much time does the coach have to find a quarterback, like or to develop a quarterback. Hey, appreciate the prayers, brother. Thank you, world. What else we got going on? I would go down. You never want to regret anything in the future because of money and time. Run the likes up so your boy can take a break. Yeah, appreciate it. Hit the likes. Who's picking for the Detroit Lions? Oh, their punter. Their punter's picking for the Detroit Lions. I hope he picks punter. Uh, yeah, but I mean, it's also like with world s yes world. I can never figure out what those first letter how to pronounce those first four letters. But it's like, oh yeah, it's easy to say, money be darned if it was just me, but I also help support my family. And I do want to be responsible. Because, fun fact, don't know if you knew this channel dies in the summer. So, I also do want to be wise and conscientious when it comes to my family. I'm allowing y'all to do trades tonight, so y'all go hog wild. Because we got a trade here with the Panthers moving up. So Panthers give up their first two picks this year and their first two picks next year. Is there any way the Dallas drafts Sean Clifford? They could sign him as a UDFA. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so we got Bryce Young, first pick here of this mock draft. And honestly, not that bad. Oh, yeah, State of the Union addresses tonight. Who cares? Ha! Oh, man, that was loud. All right, so Panthers move up. They get their quarterback. CJ Stroud going to the Houston Texans. Gojo, you want out? Are you serious, bud? Let's see. Why is everyone so low on DTR? Is it decision making? He has all the tools. Decision making and the accuracy. Accuracy ain't good. Ryder, was that you moving up to get your quarterback? And honestly, I think you kind of got him for cheap. I mean, I guess 2 second rounders kind of equivalent to a first rounder. So yeah, no, go after and get your quarterback. Like I feel like that team, the channel doesn't die. The channel basically dies. It's dead during the summer. I'm still making content, but it's like I'm making it for free during the summer. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I still keep pushing content out during the summer because I don't want y'all to think we're just gone forever. So I try to do at least like two to three. I think I even do like more so 3 to 4 uploads a week. But financially, the channel does not do well over the summer. I am picking for the Bengals. How early does Jack Moody go? Last year, the first kicker / punter was taken, I think 134 or 124. So it probably happens again. Moody, I think, is probably the best among either. Don't you come crying when you want to come back in. All right, Jalen Carter going to the what do you call them? The Cardinals. So things kind of panning out how you would expect. We have the Colts moving back, picking up a second rounder in the process. That's an interesting little trade there. What up, Rob? What is Charlie Johnson's ideal position as a receiver? You mean Charlie Jones? Rico, I think you mean Charlie Jones. Who has the higher ceiling, Brian Branch or Jordan Battle? I think Brian Branch. I like him better as a prospect. Like Jordan Battle's fine. No, I think Charlie Jones totally Starts his career out as a special teams player. Will Anderson. So Raiders move up to get Will Anderson. Ooh, I like that. So imagine the Colts think, hey, we'll trade down. We could probably get away with moving down and grabbing our quarterback. The thing is, I don't know if I'd want to trade down with the Raiders because if the Raiders want to trade up, those would be red flags for me as the Colts. Like, oh crap, who's better, Miles Sanders or Tyree Wilson? Oh, I said Miles Sanders, Miles Murphy. I'm a big Miles Murphy guy. I have been unashamed. I am a Miles Murphy guy. We'll see how everyone tests out. I got you, Rico. I kind of figured, but I didn't know like ECU's CJ Johnson. I didn't know it was like maybe his name's Charlie. Bijan over Gibbs all day. Sorry, big tier difference there. Bijan's the best run back we've seen since Barkley. Run back prospect, I should say. Oh, is the higher Kobe wouldn't, dude. Derek Parish? There's a how do you pronounce Parish? Undersized. Like he's a good football player, but that's about it. Chris, you never ask a lady his age. Calm down, bro. I ain't telling you. You want my tax information too, bro? Mm-mm. All right. Talking Bama players. Ooh. All right, so we got Devon Witherspoon going to the Lions here. Seattle grabbed Miles Murphy, and now we got the Colts. So you moved down. I mean, I guess things worked out for you. So let's see what the Colts do here. Yeah, ask for social too. Yeah. Who has the best chance to call to Dallas at 26? To call to Dallas? I don't know what that means. Like to trade up? Oh, that's so impossible to guess. Because you also need there's too much going on there. You don't know what the draft board looks like, so it's like has my overall opinion about Jared Goff has kind of changed. I don't buy him as a franchise quarterback. I think he's a manageable quarterback, a guy that could definitely. Obviously, he led the Rams to a Super Bowl. I kind of put that more on the Rams, just having a wonderful team. But I think he deserves a lot of credit. If you surround him with the right players, like he could lead this team to success in the postseason. He could lead this team to the postseason. But having Jared Goff will not stop me from wanting to maybe look for the next guy. But Goff is fine. He was throwing he was accurate, but going downfield, that's gonna get wishy-washy, man. We gotta know Goff. Top 3, y'all joking. This is a joke. Y'all are marks. Will Levis go? Did the coaches trade down and if anything, traded down with the Titans? And I don't know about that. Wow, that's actually a lot of draft capital. So the Titans grab Will Levis, Tyree Wilson going to the Falcons. Ryan Tannehill. I think Goff's in a better place right now than Tannehill. Do you think Hendon Hooker could potentially have a future as a star? Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to give him I think he can be a starter. Can he be a high-end starter? No lie, I have my doubts. That's why I kind of have him as a late day 3 or late day 2, early day 3. I have my doubts. How much do you think it would cost the Eagles to trade up for Miles Murphy? I don't know. I'm bad with trade value. Considerable amount. Bro, I mean, honestly, with the way people think, well, with what people think about Miles Murphy, Eagles probably could stay put and draft him there. There, it sounds like he's gonna end up falling. Why is Breezy falling so much? Didn't have the best 2022 film. To be fair, though, I think he still did well opening it up production for other guys, but it wasn't nearly as good as his freshman season. People are saying, "Oh, he's got injury issues." I literally don't know what that's stemming from. He had the ACL, and then he had a kidney infection this year. Like, I'm literally puzzled. Like, unless there's something with the kidney that I have no that's deeper than what I'm hearing. All right, so the Bears they grab Peter Skoronsky, so offensive line help. That's kind of fine. Anthony Richardson, Gummy Bears trading up. What you give up? Okay, so 2 second rounders and a first. That's not bad. Who are you considering at 28 as the new GM of the Bengals? Tackle, 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 tackle. What corner is the closest to being the next sauce in this draft? I won't put that on anybody. There isn't the next sauce in this draft class. Like, I think there's guys with good potential. Like, I like Gonzalez, but still, man, like it's kind of hit or miss. Like the first half of the season wasn't all that great, and then he kind of turned it around in the second half. Um, Devon Witherspoon, I'm curious how he's going to measure out and test out, but his play was great this year, so I'm not going to put that on anybody. There isn't a Sauce Gardner in this class. All right. We got Christian Gonzalez going to the Colts there, so they grab corner. Do you think Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay? I really think he goes. And I really think the Jets are the best case scenario. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate that. How do you feel about Brian Flores going to Minnesota as defensive coordinator? I find it very interesting. I'm very intrigued about it, and I'm kind of curious if kind of curious how different this scheme will be. I don't think it'll be vastly different coming from the Steelers. Even with the Dolphins, and granted, like him and Josh Hoyer, right? That was the Dolphins' old DC. They had their differences, but for the most part, I think you get a guy that's coming in with a similar esque scheme to the guy. If anything, I'm kind of concerned about the how much will the coverage change because they invested a lot in guys that will they be able to fit what Flores wants to do. Jalen Hyatt going to the Patriots. Oh my gosh. And then Paris Johnson going to the Jets. Hmm. So I think Project Jones. We're only doing one round tonight. I'm a busy boy. Um, I don't think Project like in all honesty, I don't think he's gonna sneak into the top 10. But I think anywhere from 11 to 20 is probably about his range. Who's your biggest sleeper at defensive tackle in this draft? I'm a big fan of Jared Clark out of Coastal Carolina. He's more a nose tackle though. Oh man, this is good, good, good. Mm-mm. All right, so Texans take Lucas Van Ness. I'm sure D'Amico Ryans is very happy. Yeah, Dustin, I'm not really concerned because I figure it's going to be very, I know it's going to be more aggressive, but it's going to be a similar formation. Uh, I'm kind of curious, will he dip back more into the man heavy schemes, or is he going to kind of lean into the uh the cover three uh, of Mike Tomlin? And how will those guys fit per se? How early will the first linebacker go? Um, I think 18, 19, 20 is kind of the sweet spot potentially for the first linebacker. I'm not a big fan of Mustafa out of Penn State. He's just kind of he's a basic nose tackle at best depth. Simpson going top 25. Ooh, who knows? Who knows? Likely a chance. Drew Sanders probably goes ahead of him depending on how they test out. People love Drew Sanders. People love Drew Sanders. Joey Porter going to the Washington Commanders. Brian Branch going to the Green Bay Packers. Oh, where do you have the Chiefs going? It's kind of I don't know, man. Depends how the board falls. Defensive line. They could quite frankly they could go wide receiver. They could go tackle. Like there's a lot of possibilities. Mike HD, that's a hot take, bro. Good luck with that. Sorry if you already talked about him in the videos before, but what do you think about A.T. Perry? He's big, huge wingspan. He's kind of a contested catch guy. He showed really good feet at the Shrine, but I still think he's kind of like fringe day two. Like he's gonna be around that top 100 area. Remember, if you got questions at Broshmo, that way it highlights my name and I could see what you commented. You could always also super chat. Broderick Jones going to the Steelers, going to the Steel City. You know, it's a good pickup. Delicious. There goes Sean Simpson to the Detroit Lions. Child, I might get crazy. Philadelphia Eagles, they go Bijan. Did he trade back up? What's on Parker Washington? Think he's flying under the radar? Yeah, that's just because he's not at a All-Star Bowl. People are just kind of hyped up right now off of the Shrine Bowl, Senior Bowl. They want to talk about those guys. Oh, this was the trade down, right? Yeah, okay. How much Clash of Cansey have you watched? Kind of a grip. What is that, Farachi? I've watched a good amount. Good enough. Enough to form an opinion. There you go, Joe. Oh, trying to say hi to the people. Let's see. Any tier 2, tier 3 edges you like in particular? Having a hard time finding one. I hope we pick. The tier 2, we're talking. So you got Will Anderson. Next tier, you got, I would say, Miles Murphy, Tyree Wilson, and Lucas Van Ness. And then you drop to the next tier, which is a lot more cluttered. Did you just burp in my face, bro? Go, Joe. So it's like Keon White, Will Anderson, BJ Ojolari, Nolan Smith. It's kind of weird. He's kind of in between those tiers just because of the torn pectoral. So, uh, I think Darnell Washington's a little overhyped. Yeah. No, I don't think Sean Clifford's gonna be a good quarterback in the league. I think at best he might be a solid backup. I mean, honestly, I think we're gonna see him coaching in a few years. Gojo is a handsome boy. He's a purebred good boy, ain't you? Purebred good boy. Purebred good boy. Got somebody in your eye, bro. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, Zach Harrison kind of falls into that. Like, tier 3 is huge. Yeah, go just patiently waiting for that Kansas City pick. Why do you think he is overhyped? Like, why specifically he's overhyped? Because he's big and he moves, like, and he's fast. He's big, he's fast, and he's a great blocker. I don't think he's that dynamic athlete. I think you got to reel back what to expect of him as a receiver at the next level. But yeah, you think the Eagles pay Hurts? No, they're gonna pay Hurts. Brian Brazil going to the Seahawks. You got Jordan Addison going to the Chargers. Then Quentin Johnston going to the, almost calling them Falcons, Ravens. I have no idea what Babe Ruth's stats were. It's good to see you though. Yeah, Gojo thinks Kansas City wins the Super Bowl. When can we expect a 3-round mock? Probably after I'm done pushing out the rankings. Yeah. Yeah. What's all Anton Harrison? Big fan of Anton Harrison. A guy that's aware of what his shortcomings are and he's trying to improve upon them. Think he's gonna come in with decent length and moves exceptionally well. I love how quick he is. Have you watched any? Yes, Anton Mafi. Is there Antonio Mafi? And it's like Antonio Mafi. Is it Antonio? Yeah, because he doesn't have that N in there. I kind of like him as like an early day 3 guy. Could maybe sneak into the back end of day 2. I don't know. I have my doubts about Cansey being special. Like, I think he could be solid in the NFL. Special, man. Ugh. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. He's got a lot working against him. Do I think Keon White will be better inside or edge player? I think he'll be a better edge player. Do you think a linebacker like Jack Campbell can surprise everybody with his athletic ability at the combine? Because it seems like the scheme at Iowa didn't really play that with him. I mean, I think he's going to be a better athlete than people expect. I still don't think it's going to be like out of this world, but I don't know. We'll see. Blah, 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 blah. So we got Drew Sanders coming off the board for the Vikings. Been arguing with people about this wide receiver class being better than last year's. I don't agree with that one. I liked last year's receiving class. Like some of the top receiver prospects were some of my favorite prospects. I loved Drake London. I loved Garrett Wilson. I loved Chris Olave. I loved I'm missing somebody in there. Oh, those were the top guys, I think. I don't know. I thought it was a really good class last year. Yeah, I could see Drew Sanders being a first rounder, especially if teams consider him the top. Uh, if teams consider him the top linebacker prospect, which is kind of a lot of people allude to. What are you thinking for the Bengals in this mock? Tackle, tackle, tackle. DeJuan Jones going to the Jags. Garrett Wilson, absolute beast. He was. Uh, yeah, Pickens. Pickens and Burks were guys I like had mid. Christian Watson. Yeah, I loved Sky Moore. I think he'll probably be better in year 2, hopefully. Yes, Jared Verse staying in college. Jackson Smith and Jigba going to the Giants. I think JSN is the best receiver. Next, Lockett or high side Cooper Cup. Ooh, I don't want to put that on him either. Jags cutting Robinson. They will eventually. They'll eventually move on. It's not like he's like world beating. Why not keep Jawan though? Because you don't want to pay. Like, he's all right, but you ain't going to want to pay what he's about to be worth. Also, I think I would put Cam Robinson at guard to start out. I would stick with Dewan or Dewan Jones at the right tackle position, walk a little left tackle, and then kick Cam Robinson inside because I think he can actually be a really, really good guard. No, I think that you could do better than Jawan Taylor. Andrew Carter? You mean Andre Carter? These teams trying to trade back in. Yeah. What wide receiver you think will have a better year too with healthy JMO in play? Oh man, it so depends on the quarterback position. Kind of curious to see how JMO ends up looking. So there goes Osiris Torrance. Pretty sure all his tackle prospects flew off the board. Zay Flowers. All right. So Anton Harrison, interesting thought here, but I think I'm gonna go with Leo Collins. Well, can I get off Leo Collins' contracts? First, that guy's just too hurt. Oh, they could totally get out of his contract. So I'm thinking Darnell Wright would be nice here. Anton Harrison I like, but I said, yeah, him and Wright are going to be really close to one another. Yeah, you'll get a recap at the end. I think I'm just going to go with Darnell Wright here. I really think he's going to rise up a lot of boards. Easy breezy, Aaron. Easy breezy. Saints. They're going with Michael Mayer. Actually, that's pretty good. Zay Flowers going to the Cowboys, so they get that speed. All right, 2 more picks. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Got over 200 people up in the chat and only 61 likes. Doesn't hurt my feelings, but it makes me believe less in the world. Blake Freeland's an Andy Reid guy. Could be an Andy Reid guy in the back end of the day 3. Do you think the Senior Bowl tanked Freeland's stock? I watched him struggle insanely versus good competition, and I personally think he needs some good coaching. Yeah, he's no longer a top 50 guy for me. I think I already put that out there. Yeah, I did my Senior Bowl video today. And yeah, you're probably looking at this guy more so where actually Abraham Lucas went, because the NFL, I think the NFL, I believe the NFL will view Blake Freeland in a similar light to how they viewed Abraham Lucas, which is kind of weird. I was obviously a lot higher than the NFL was on Abraham Lucas, had him as top 50. That's why I anticipated Freeland to be a top 50. Oh no, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Man, Chiefs, PFBs. Taking your sweet freaking time. Do you think Israel? Oh man, I always got prepared to say his name. Abanikanda. His fumbling problem at Pitt will trump the fact that he tests. Well, he's going to test out very good at the straight line speed. Anton Harrison's a good pick for Chiefs. I still think this guy's like 5th round, 5th, 6th round. But yeah, the fumbling problems, the lack of like receiving chops, like just wasn't a guy they heavily used in the receiving game, strangely enough. And actually, bam, that's it. So let's go ahead and check out this mock draft. Arizona Cardinals, Jalen Carter, really not much to say. That's just the right pick. Atlanta Falcons, they got Tyree Wilson. Again, another guy often mocked around the Seahawks to Falcons area. Solid. Quentin Johnson, I think, is good, really good value at 22, so good on the Ravens there. Buffalo Bills, Osiris Torrance, kind of my dream pick, my fantasy booking for the Buffalo Bills. Their offensive line was a huge problem. Panthers trade up to Bryce Young, go out and get you a quarterback. Reach for the sky, bro. All right, we got Chicago Bears, so they traded down. They grabbed Peter Skoronski. Like you get very good compensation. I'm kind of underwhelmed with Skoronski. Like, but what else could they have done there at 9? Like, what were the other options? Yeah, I guess offensive line probably would have been the best go. Honestly, Pierce Skorowski actually probably the best get there. So, yeah. I took a tackle. I feel like that's exceptionally good for the Bengals. Zay Flowers, they get that speedy threat. I mean, look, they went out to get OBJ. Things fell through. They grabbed T.Y. Hilton. Obviously, they want a speedster. Denver Broncos, no pick. Detroit Lions, Devon Witherspoon. They get Trenton Simpson. I think that's pretty solid. I like it. I really like the idea of taking corner with that first pick for the Lions. Brian Branch going to the Packers. I'm just so curious. Like, how will Joe Barry mess it up? Houston Texans, they grab CJ Stroud, and they actually moved down 2 spots. Picked up a second. This is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous trade. Wait. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it? Wasn't this the higher pick? Yeah. Oh, come on, Joel. Not great. So they grab Lucas Van Ness. I think that's pretty good. I think Lucas Van Ness is gonna be a guy that D'Amico Ryans really likes. We got Tennessee trading up to grab a quarterback. So like the Colts moved down multiple times. And so I mean that's just incredible draft value. Feels like you're just kind of tanking next year. But I think that's a-okay with how much draft capital they got for 2024. I think it's pretty solid. Hold on, did I get that right? Yeah, okay, so they grabbed a third. So draft capital in general, not just from next year. Jaguars, DeJuan Jones going there. I actually like that. I think tackle's totally in play for the tackle and guard. Offensive line. I think offensive line's in play for the Jags. All right, we got Kansas City Chiefs, Anton Harrison. Obviously, they could bring back Orlando Brown. I don't know what that contract's going to look like. It's already kind of fallen through a few times. Tackle might be a big need. Austin Wiley probably could be upgraded from. Let's see. We got Chiefs, Chargers, Jordan Addison. That's one of my favorite picks for the Chargers. So they need speed. They need speed. One of the slower receiving groups in the league. I say slowest. So they move up for Jackson. So okay. So yeah, I don't know why I thought the Colts grabbed multiple firsts for 2024. So they just snagged some extra draft capital. So that's still pretty solid. Moving up for Anderson, that's kind of sick next to Max Crosby. There we go. Miami Dolphins have a pick. Minnesota Vikings, Drew Sanders. I get it. Eric Kendrick and Jordan Hicks. I think the other guy. I think they're both about to be like 31, so they're up there. All right, kind of talked about the Patriots. Saints, they grabbed Michael Mayer. I mean, it was just really good value at this point. And whoever's playing quarterback is going to need more weapons, so I like that. Giants, they take Jackson Smith and Jigba. I don't exactly like the fit. Maybe you just kick Wandale back like on the outside. I think that's fine. I honestly think Jackson Smith has to play slide of the NFL. Just my take. Jets, Paris Johnson, great pick. Eagles, you moved down, snagged Bijan, sat at 31, grabbed Cam Smith. I think it's pretty good. Steelers, they take Broderick Jones. I think that's a really good fit. Thank you, Jesus. Seattle Seahawks, Miles Murphy, Brian Razi. They're just going for that Clemson defensive line. They're going to snag KJ Henry somewhere like late day 2, early day 3. Niners no pick. Tampa Bay moved up for Anthony Richardson. That's right. So, okay, so that was the first trade for the Eagles. They grabbed multiple seconds. Tight ends, they moved up to get Will Levis. Godspeed. I wonder where Tannehill's going. And then Joey Porter. Always, I think, one of the better picks to the Cardinals. Brian Osimo's there, but you're going to need 2 guys at linebacker. So, and I mean, you would have like 2 linebackers with probably among like the top 5 wingspans in the NFL. That's kind of lit. But yeah, I guess that's it for the video. That's it for the stream. I actually got some recording to do for y'all, so y'all have videos throughout the week, just in case I end up gone for a couple of days. I want to make sure there's videos in place before I head out. But Thank y'all for joining me. Again, always thank you for the kind words. If you'd like, please hit that like button before you head on out. I'm going to drop an ad here, but I'm bouncing. So until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.